Glad to have you with us from Malone Stadium in Monroe, Louisiana. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the UL Monroe Warhawks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The UL Monroe head coach told me before the game he understands this is a huge conference matchup with the 7-game winning streak on the line, but more importantly, conference play and ramifications for a conference championship. This is a huge matchup today, and he has warned his team, keep the streak alive by doing your job today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Marshall's offense as they take control of the football first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Warhawks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Back to pass on second down. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Warhawks will punt this one away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The run inside. It's Boston. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they swarm him under.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
Quick catch on third down. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. The run from the shotgun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Parsons. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boston. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was in cover 2, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Under fire. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Headed to the end zone, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Wants to pass. Hit hard just as he... on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Defense going all in to stop the run. Making side adjustments here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A couple things I loved about this defense. They didn't get deterred. They gave up some yards, got all the way down here near the goal line, but now bowing their necks up. Big stop on 3rd down, forcing a 4th down opportunity ahead.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. He's looking to pass. Gets drilled as he throws. Pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker. Marshall will be forced to punt. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, UL Monroe. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's got it again. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He'll take it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. UL Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now second and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch and he's free. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. And the Warhawks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Looking to throw again. Touchdown, Warhawks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The short hands, it's Culliver. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Marshall might go for a big play here on second and short. Red pass pass, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Snap from the gun on third down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Marshall will be forced to punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He uncorks one deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, UL Monroe!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Coming out with it, it's Boston. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the gun, the give to the back. Breaks into the open. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Heaves it deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Buckeyes looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings. Now over to your game inside Malone Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And just like that, let's head back to our team inside Malone Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, I caught up with the Warhawks head coach at the half. He is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. At the 40, there he goes. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And the Warhawks have this offense rolling. Off play action on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Under fire. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Warhawks.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. He's brought down at the 29. a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Parsons. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion. Now 2nd and 2. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Spin, still running. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 20. Touchdown, Marshall! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Running inside, it's Jamison. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. You got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
The Warhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw again. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Pucks it out of the air. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Warhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Pressure coming. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Parsons. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It's 3rd and 5. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Culliver. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1, and this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the...
Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got it. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the middle. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jamison. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Warhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it looking for the first down. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
And I love when defenses understand the situation. It's 3rd and short. That ball's probably going to come out really fast, and the DB was ready for it. Threw it to the wide receiver. He broke on the football and got him to the ground right away.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the stick.
Going for the big play. Leaping grab for a big gain. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Grab behind the line. It's Culliver. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Parsons. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Quick release on the RPO. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.